Hey nerds, what's going on? It's your boy Parzival here. Today we got hit with what appears to be a brand new and I'm assuming final trailer first look at Avengers Endgame. It's not very long, it's only a minute and 10 seconds. Um, I'm not really sure what to expect from this, only other than a buddy of mine who texted me saying this came out, said you get a pretty good look at Thanos, which I mean, we know what Thanos looks like. I mean, unless you're gonna see him with his iconic sword. Honestly, does any of us need to see another trailer? I mean, really, if you're not already hyped for Endgame, like, there's something legitimately wrong with you. But yeah, I mean, we're definitely gonna check it out anyways, guys. The last trailer that they came out with was so good. It was so good. Uh, that honestly, I don't know what else they could show us um, to get me more hyped. I was gonna say something, but I feel like I'd rather wait to see that in theaters. Um, but like a moment of solidarity between Tony and Cap, I think would be huge. Well, and you know it has to happen. They have to come together. Like the differences have to be put aside in order for the Avengers to finally defeat Thanos and fix whatever they're gonna fix or do whatever they're gonna do. But I don't. I mean, I guess I kind of want to see it in this first look in this trailer, whatever this is. But at the same time, it's like I kind of want to feel those chills for the first time in the theaters. But anyways, let's go ahead and get into this, guys. Like I said, it's only a minute and 10 seconds long, so it's not going to be a very long reaction. But it is entitled. This is from Movie Clips Trailers. And it's entitled Avengers Endgame First Look. Let's get into it.
If we do this, we'd be going in short-handed.
Yeah, you mean because he killed all our friends?
We owe this to everyone who's not in this room to try.
It's not about how much we lost. It's about how much we have left.
Oh, that was
We're the Avengers. We gotta finish this. You trust me? I do.
Oh, oh man.
You could not live with your own failure. Where did that bring you? Back to me.
Oh my god.
Tickets on sale now.
Oh my god. Oh no 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 no. We're watching that again. We have to watch it again. All right, we're gonna watch it again, and then I'm gonna see what I gotta say.
If we do this, we'd be going in short-handed.
Yeah, you mean because he killed all our friends?
We owe this to everyone who's not in this room to try.
It's not about how much we lost. It's about how much we have left. We're the Avengers. We gotta finish this. You trust me? I do.
Oh my god, that's so good.
You could not live with your own failure. Where did that bring you? Back to me.
This shot right here. That shot right there. Oh my god.
Tickets on sale now.
We gotta go. This shot right here is so fucking good. You have the three Avengers whose contracts are up after this movie, who there's not been any like real official word that they're never going to play these characters again, but there's been a lot of talk, a lot of speculation that after this movie these guys may be done with these characters for good. So to have the three of them in this shot walking to Thanos, who's right there with his sword next to him, that this will forever be one of the most iconic shots in the MCU history right here. This single shot will go down as one of the most iconic ever. Because you have the three OGs. I mean, yeah, people could say that the Hulk movie with Edward Norton was, I guess, technically the first movie within the MCU, but most people are always gonna say it started with Iron Man. You know, I mean, most people are gonna say it started with these three right here: Iron Man, Cap, and Thor. And to have those three guys there, just you as a united front once again, walking towards the greatest enemy they've ever faced, possibly still the most unstoppable enemy they've ever faced. God, that's such a good shot. That's such a good shot. The Russos have always had this innate, uncanny ability to just visually, and not just through special effects, but through the cinematography, the way, the angles in which they shoot things at, they always know how to give us what we need. Not necessarily what we want, but sometimes those two go hand in hand, but to give us what we need. And to have this is something that we needed. This iconic shot right here. And then in the trailer, where Tony asks Cap, "Do you trust me?" And he's got his hand out, and Cap, really without hesitating at all, says, "I do," and grabs his hand and shakes his hand like, God, this movie's gonna have so many feels. I can tell you. And then the shot where you see Tony and Pepper reunite, that he made. I mean, we still don't know how, which I'm glad they haven't really teased that. Um, but actually, maybe they did. Hold on, let me. Well, well, no. Rocket's there, so I mean, this is the ship that Nebula and Tony were on. Oh no, Rocket was on Earth, so this is how Tony gets saved. I kept thinking Rocket was on Titan with the remainder of the Guardians, but he wasn't. He was on Earth because he was there with Thor and Groot at the Battle of Wakanda. So I would assume that this is how they saved Tony. Yeah, makes sense. So then that means the ship that Nebula and Tony are on, or the ship Nebula arrived in, because this is obviously the Mulatto. Um, no, it's not the Mulatto. I don't know what fucking ship this is. But yeah, I mean, so this to me, this is them teasing how Tony gets saved. At least to me, anyways. Um, I mean, I could be completely off here, but it's what it seems like. Because that's the Mulatto right there. Is that not the Mulatto? The colors seem different, but that could be the Russo screwing with the color scheme again. Ruffalo, I don't see Ruffalo on here, so I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Let's go back to this shot. I mean, just having it paused like this. I mean, this is just so good. It's so good. Man, for a minute and 10 seconds, this trailer gave us a lot. It really, really gave us a lot. Um, and there's reports that this movie is going to be 3 hours long, which, let's be honest, and not just for Marvel movies. I think this could be said for any and all comic book movies. If the story you're trying to tell demands that a movie be a certain time length, then it should be that. And I think that's something that Disney has allowed Marvel to do, is not really handcuff them and hinder them when it comes to making their movies. A movie has to be they go to Disney. It's like, hey, we really need the runtime of this movie to be this because this is the story we want to tell, and we feel like we have to have X amount of scenes in there, which requires the movie to be X long. And Disney's like, do what you gotta do. And at the end of the day, the way Disney looks at it is, if this is gonna make us the money we need, so be it. And I think that's where Warner Brothers has failed to a degree, amongst a myriad of other bad choices. But I think that's something that, at least early on, everything from Justice League backwards, they screwed up on was they were more concerned with having multiple, X amount of show times per day, try to get as many butts in the seats to make money. And in doing so, reduce the quality of a lot of movies. I mean, you look at BVS, although, and people will say what they want about BVS, it was a failure, this and that. It still did well at the box office worldwide, right? It still did like $850 million worldwide or something like that, which isn't, it's not terrible. Obviously, people thought it'd do $1 billion. It didn't. Whatever. But again, they stepped in and didn't allow Zack Snyder to truly show his entire vision of that movie. And then when the uncut director's cut comes out with like 30 extra minutes, so it makes the runtime like 2 hours and 40 minutes or something like that. A lot of people, especially a lot of YouTubers who do reviews and stuff like that, who initially saw it in theaters, said they didn't like it, they thought there was too many plot holes. Then after they went and saw the director's cut, then they did a review of that and like, why did why isn't this what we got in theaters? And wow, the screen just got really dark. What the fuck? Yeah, my lighting is still fucked, guys. I know. But yeah, so there's that. People who didn't care for the theatrical version saw the director's cut, and they were like, "Wow, this is a lot better." Like, why isn't this what we get in theaters? And then Justice League. Beyond everything else that made Justice League a disaster, forcing it to only be 2 hours long was probably the second. Well, I guess you can argue it was the worst decision next to ordering so many reshoots, simply because you didn't want it to be close to Snyder's vision. And then obviously the visuals were, especially at the end of the movie, were just terrible. But yeah, you rush to a Justice League movie only to dictate it can only be 2 hours long, and you cut out some of the most iconic, what would have been some of the most iconic scenes in comic book movie history at the theaters. And both those scenes were pertaining to Superman. Him going to the Kryptonian ship to pick out a suit, to see him visually see the resurrection suit, the black suit, arguably almost as iconic as the regular Superman suit because of what it means, what it meant. Um, and to cut that out of the theatrical cut, and then to him show up to Alfred to find out where the League is, and to date, the brightest suit we've seen him in, which again, that was Snyder's vision. Don't let anybody fool you. Zach, I'm not gonna turn this into a DC rant, but Warner Brothers has made many poor choices within their DC EU. Now, obviously, Wonder Woman was a success. Aquaman was a huge success. It appears that Shazam is going to be a success for them. I'm looking forward to that this weekend. Um, so, at least initially, it appears, and Wonder Woman 84 looks like it could be pretty big. Um, but at least right now, it looks like the DC EU Warner Brothers initially is kind of finally letting the directors make their movies. But we'll see about that. But anyways, I didn't need to see this, but I'm glad I did. I don't know that it made me any more hyped. This was really good. This is a really good trailer. And I could look at this shot all day long. In fact, I might actually try to make this my screensaver now, or my background on my computer, because this shot is just so iconic. It's ridiculous. But anyways, guys, let me know what you thought of the trailer reaction and the trailer in general. So post your comments down below. While you're at it, if you could like and subscribe to the channel, I would really appreciate it, guys, and show some support. Um, Also, and I'll say it on all my videos. I Twitch, or I Twitch. I stream on Twitch about 4 days a week, sometimes five. It just depends on what my schedule is like. You can see the link to that in the upper right-hand corner of the screen, and there'll also be a link down in the description box below. So if you could head over there and click the follow button there too, I'd really appreciate it. But anyways, guys, yeah, let me know what you thought about this trailer down in the comment section below. I'm super excited, and I know pretty much everybody else who's a Marvel fan or just a comic fan in general is gonna be super hyped for this movie. So, anyways, guys, enjoy the rest of your day. Have a great rest of your week, and I will talk to you nerds later. See ya.